Okay. So I came out to change the oil just to get some, some stuff done in the truck or done in the garage today, and found this thing hanging on the ground when I pushed it, and I'm guessing snapped a weld here or something. So I'm gonna clean this up, blow it off, wash the lawnmower off because all this junk in here, I don't even know why so much junk in there, but I'm gonna blow it off, wash it off, grind it down a little bit, and then weld it back together. So maybe I'll take you through the steps of me doing that. Alright, hold on. It's pretty crazy. Uh-oh. Am I recording yet? Oh, well, it says I'm recording. But anyway, it's pretty crazy how when one thing breaks, another thing breaks, and another thing breaks, and another thing breaks, and another thing. So I don't know. I'm just going one thing after another one thing. Dang, I can't even talk right now. But I'm just doing one thing after another right now, trying to get everything back together and the house in good order. It's just so funny to like I said, be going through all of the difficulties over and over and over and over again. So hopefully I don't know if this is going to actually make it to YouTube, but oh well, I'm just going to be talking to the camera anyway. But hopefully I can get this stuff taken care of pretty quickly and get back on track pretty soon, because it's kind of annoying, just, going through one issue after another. So, I don't know. Hopefully I can get this done today. I might not have no paint to paint the deck again. I might not have I might not have the paint to paint the deck today because it is orange, and yeah, I like to paint it back orange, but I don't know if that's going to even be possible. Even still, if I can't paint it orange, I'll just paint it black, I guess. I might be able to get some tough guard paint or something to put on there and see if I can bang it out that way. That might be the best bet for me to do at this point in time, But anyway, I'm going to start working on that and do an oil change on the lawnmower once I get the deck removed. And after I do the oil change, then I'll start working on putting the deck back together and getting it welded up and all of that good stuff. So hopefully it'll get done pretty soon, because I am working on a door right now, like a sliding door, just because I've been doing some light work around the house and I wanted to put up one of those barn doors. So I'm actually making a barn door because it's like crazy expensive to go buy one, so I'm making one, and hopefully that comes out pretty cheap and pretty nice. Just need to get paint. I think paint is the most important thing right now that I need to get, so I'll mess around and get that. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, start getting to work. Yeah, bitch, don't get too comfortable. Better not get too comfortable. Okay. So far, I got the deck off. This is what I got so far. As you can see, it broke the weld right here. So I guess I'm gonna have to bend this metal back a little bit, just rack it back a little bit, because it's not exactly in the position it's supposed to be in. Okay, so I'm gonna bend the bracket back a little bit, just so it kind of gets back in the hole where it's positioned at a little bit better, and then weld it back together. I'm also changing the oil on this thing right now, because I don't even know when the last time I changed it. It's still draining out over here, so it's got it draining out of the little plug right there on the side. I wish you could see it right there. Into the pan. I know I'm making a mess in there, but I don't really care. I'm gonna wash it down once I get done. But draining that off, I just loosened up. The oil filter. Oh crap, now the oil filter is making a mess. I didn't mean to loosen it up that much. I kind of wanted it just to hand tight it. Let me tighten this back up a little bit. Now I'm dripping oil everywhere, but yeah, that's what I got so far. Like I said, just changing the oil in here because I don't know, the last time I did it, it's probably been a year or two. So it's pretty dirty in there. Power wash everything down, get it cleaned up. Then I'm gonna have to go to the store and get something to paint this deck back. Probably gonna go with some kind of deck painting. Probably like bed paint or something like that, just to touch up once I get done cleaning it up and welding it back together. Not too bad so far. That's what I use to get the oil thing loose, or the oil filter loose. I use that wrench right there. I know people probably laughing at me like, wow, this guy right here, but I use what I got. So, and that's what I have right now. And I don't usually use the oil filter wrench because usually I can get them off pretty easily, because I don't usually put them up too tight. But that's what I got going on right now. Oh, nice. Mustang driving down here. Okay, so once I get done welding that stuff back together over there, then I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that, but I'm sure I'll find something else more proactive to do or productive to do. I still got to study for my PMP, go back and look at these charts, see what Bitcoin is doing, because right now I'm in a losing trade. It's losing so bad I don't even want to look at it until it comes back down onto support. So hopefully it finds support sometime this week and I can get out of it and try to re-enter into a buy, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know which direction we're going in right now, because the Fed said one thing and then we went in the opposite direction. So like I said, I'm gonna go look at the charts after that, probably study for my PMP test, because I'm basically one course and a week done from being done with the classes. And then after that, I'm going to study everything over and over again and then prepare myself to take that test, hopefully either next week or the week after next. I'm trying to slow down stuff a little bit because I have been working around the house as far as, let's see, I've been doing the front porch. That's always a good thing. I finished that up. Now I just got to put the railing up so I can keep people from falling off of the porch, of course. And I also got to put some sealer on there just to keep the concrete work that I did from getting messed up. So I'm going to dump some sealer on that pretty soon, start working on the railing pretty soon, and hopefully that'll be done. And yeah, I can move on to the next project, which is going to be this garage I'm standing in right now, because it is nothing in here. I got to put sheetrock up, finish the electrical in here. Electrical, of course, is just looking crazy right now. And then put the sheetrock up. Well, get it inspected and then get the sheetrock up. And then after that, I can have a decent garage to actually. And then after that, maybe I can find some, I guess, tables or desks to make or something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do after that, because I want to be productive as much as possible. So I might just start building desks and furniture and stuff like that. Not saying I'm going to be the best in the world, but I'll start off small and just try to perfect that and then move on to the next thing. Like, I don't know. Well, I'm going to start off with desks because I've been building a couple desks. My future mother-in-law, she has one right now. I built one for my office, and I haven't built one for anybody else. So hopefully I can build a desk for somebody else that's willing to buy it. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be too expensive, but again, it's going to be manpower and labor intensive too. So hopefully I can get somebody that's willing to pay for it. But anyway, I just want to stop there just because I'm going to get back to work in a couple minutes. I'm going to take a quick break because it is kind of warm out here. But I just wanted to show, hey, at least I got the deck off of the lawnmower. Going through the oil change process now on the lawnmower. And then after that, I'll put everything back together. I do need to change the blades on it. Well, any blades right now to change the lawnmower blades. But hopefully I can get that pretty soon squared away because I do need to change the blades on there also. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Anything else that I'm gonna be doing soon? No, I think that's it for right now. But like I said, I'm gonna get you guys back to showing the lawnmower in a couple minutes after I start cleaning the paint off and grinding the paint off, get the plate bent back into shape a little bit, and then I'll get it welded back together. But I'll okay. So anyway, air compressor going crazy. But again, after that, I'm gonna show you guys what I came up with. Oh God, I can't even speak right now. But I'm gonna show you guys what I'm coming up with in a couple of minutes. My nose going crazy right now. After I get done again cleaning up the spot, welding everything back together, and possibly going to the store and grabbing some like bed liner spray to spray it. Might spray the whole thing because it looks pretty rough. So yeah, I might spray the whole deck. Who knows? Might make the deck stronger too. So they say it's a tough deck, but it ain't really tough if the weld is popping. So yeah, I guess I'll get back with you guys in a couple minutes.
All right. So at this point in time, I had to remove the audio from the actual video because, long story short, I love listening to music. And anytime I'm working, I'm listening to music. So I definitely had to take the audio away from this video because, it's YouTube. Copyright strikes are ready for you. I know I'm still new to YouTube, but yeah, I'm not trying to get no copyright strikes. So anyway, right now I'm just throwing on my gloves. Oh well, I just finished throwing on my gloves, and I'm starting to weld the bracket back into place. I wish that I didn't have so much audio in the background, because you definitely would have been able to hear all of the popping and banging from the welder itself. I always like hearing that sound along with looking at the sparks flying around, especially when I'm watching videos on YouTube myself. Maybe that's a guy thing. I like, you know, welding light and sparks and fire and stuff, just like I like, I don't know, trucks and cars. So, anyway, I wish I would have adjusted the camera right now so you could see a better picture of how bad of a weld that I'm putting on this lawnmower, because it's pretty bad. And I'm not really sure why. Maybe just because of the, I don't know. It, I don't know. It's just me. So, long story short, um, unfortunately, no audio on this portion, but you can see that I'm welding it back together. Let's see. Come on, man. Hurry up, guy. Weld this thing together. He's taking his time. All right. Hopefully, one day he gets it together down there. I wish, again, he would have moved the camera so you could see exactly how bad I am. And when I'm saying he, I'm talking about myself, of course, because that would have been pretty good. But I got some shots later on in videos. I'm sure that you'll be able to see how bad I am at welding or how I'm okay at welding, possibly. It just depends on the moment, actually, in time for me for some reason. Um, and the material. I think the thinner the material, the worse of the weld that I make. But I don't have many welding adjustments on that little MIG rip. Was it MIG? TIG? Hold on. Is it MIG? Hold on, nerd. Oh, TIG weld. TIG weld. Sorry. Um, just because it's a little baby one. It's very home owner. I went to Lowe's and bought me a little welder just to put, you know, metal back together, basically. Works beautiful though for what you need it for. I'm not gonna lie. For I think I only paid like maybe $180, $200 for that thing, and I don't know how many times this has saved me, including this one, of course, because these lawnmowers, they're kind of expensive. So you break something on these things, man. I don't know how much that deck would have cost me. Probably at least what, $300 maybe, if I would have just replaced the deck, and maybe $60, $75 for somebody to come and weld it, or me take it to somebody and weld it. But luckily, I had this welder around for a while, and it definitely comes in use. And of course, right now I'm just recording this on my GoPro because I finally got it going again. I used to use this GoPro when I was riding motorcycles. Until I found out that you shouldn't be using a GoPro while riding a motorcycle. So I kind of stuck it away in a drawer for a time like this, where I was going to start, doing my own recordings and just having fun with it. It looks like he's back to welding again. And he's going to, well, I should stop saying he, but I'm going to show you how badly the weld is in a minute. Unfortunately, I guess my GoPro died while I was doing this. Um, Look at me looking back at it. This guy. So anyway, I guess not my welder, but my GoPro died while I was recording this because I don't think I took really good video of the actual weld. Like I showed the top end, but I didn't show myself recording and doing the bottom end. Which after I got done with the bottom end, I actually ran out of what's the stuff called the weld? Not flux. But anyway, I ran out of the welding wire inside of the welder, and man, I got lucky just to finish this weld and put it back together. I I don't even think I cleaned up the weld after this. I just knocked off the slag and painted it with some black uh, um, Rust-Oleum paint, I believe, and just threw it back up there because I was thinking about it for a while. Like I wanted to put the orange back on there, but being that it wasn't a factory weld, I didn't want to, in case I did decide to sell this thing one day and, upgrade, I didn't want to paint it orange and then somebody be like, well, what happened right here? And I'll be like, I fixed it. And he'll be like, oh, well, I don't want it. So I wanted to make it as obvious as possible and be like, hey, man, look how ugly that weld is. That thing looks terrible. God, I'm embarrassing myself right now. I shouldn't even be showing that. But anyway, yeah, I'm even talking to myself like, look how bad that weld is. Oh, there's a bottom, there's an inside. That's when I ran out of the welding string or whatever it's called. I forgot. Uh, but yeah, I tried to put it as close to the corner. Yeah, so you could possibly see me welding, but I'm just not doing a very good job at recording and trying to work. It's kind of weird because it's so much harder to work when you're trying to produce a show at the same time. I put my hats off to any YouTuber out here because this is almost one of the hardest jobs that I've done so far is actually learning the how to produce a video. And mind you, I have no skills. Like you're going to see raw cut just like ugly videos. But, I'm attempting. So I'm just doing what I can, man, with what I got. And, even if, this type of stuff doesn't make me like rich or whatever, even cut me a check, at least somebody will see that they, if I can do it, trust me, anybody can do it. Because God knows I'm not the brightest bulb in the batch, But I guess I'm like that old bulb, that old bulb that burned for over 100 years and just kept on working. I think they got a bulb still burning right now, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I'm not sure what I'm doing in the garage right now. I might be getting the paint. Yeah, I did. There you go. So yeah, that's the black paint that I just threw on there just to protect the weld, just to make sure it doesn't rust out or anything like that. And I'm just gonna throw the deck back on there in a minute after it dries up a little bit. But yeah, either way, I know some people that's got money, they probably just would have saw that and just like, oh, well, let me buy a new lawnmower. Not I. First of all, I can't afford it. Second of all, if you can fix it, and you might want to try first. And again, I hope somebody out here, my age, younger than me, I mean, just realize, look, man, this life is not easy. Sometimes you're going to have to do stuff that you don't want to do, and this was probably one of them for me. But I enjoy this kind of work also. Long story short, um, my mechanical skills reach back from like 7 years old. I'm not going to say I'm the best at everything or anything like that, but I learned housing, um, electrical, and sheetrocking, and all of that great stuff from my grandfather a long time ago. Then small gas engines class, I believe, was in middle school. And then in high school, I actually took automotive tech. I did not finish automotive tech. I wish I would have, but I really wasn't interested in it like that. I just wanted to know the skills. I didn't want to actually work on other people's cars. Not unless it was like a friend of mine or my own car. But I don't like to be responsible for stuff like that because stuff goes wrong and yeah. But I'm pretty sure I'm coming up to the end of the video, so I'm just going to let it go silent from here. But please give me a like, a comment, a subscribe, any type of interaction. I would highly appreciate it. Because again, this does take time to actually produce. That's why anybody that I watch on YouTube, I definitely try to give them a thumbs up, even if I don't agree with them. It's a job. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. And you guys and ladies have a good day, night, no matter where you are in the world, whoever you are in the world. I appreciate everybody that's been watching my videos and giving me like and support. It it's amazing. I really appreciate everybody. All right, enough of that mushy crap. I'm out. Thanks again, guys. I'm getting bored watching myself. I gotta do better with these recordings, and I will. I didn't think it was this long. I thought I talked enough. Oh well. So funny watching yourself work. It almost looks like I know what I'm doing. Alright, let me stop this again.